My name is Laila. I am 32 years old. I live in a small apartment in the city. The walls are bare, the floor's cold, and the nights feel lonelier than the days. I am tired. Tired of pretending I am okay. Tired of holding back the tears that never seem to end. My husband left me 2 years ago. He took nothing, but he left everything behind, our home, our dreams, and my heart. My daughter, Amara, is 6. She sleeps beside me every night, unaware of the weight I carry. Life has become a routine of quiet sadness. I wake, I work, I cook, I smile for Amara, and then I sleep, hoping the darkness will not feel so heavy. I have friends, yes, but no one truly knows the silence I live in. Sometimes, I imagine I am invisible, a shadow that no one notices. One rainy afternoon, as I was returning from work, a little boy bumped into me on the street. He looked frightened. His clothes were wet and torn, and he held a small, soaked notebook tightly against his chest. "Are you okay?" I asked softly, kneeling to his level. He looked at me with wide eyes and nodded, shivering. I lost my way," he whispered. Something in his voice tugged at my heart. I took his hand. It was cold, trembling, and fragile. I walked him to a nearby cafe to dry off. We shared hot chocolate, and he told me his name was Sammy. He had no family nearby. Just like me, in a strange way. After that day, Sammy appeared in my life more often. At first, it was by chance. I saw him sitting alone in the park. Sometimes, he waited for me outside the grocery store. He began leaving small drawings on my doorstep, flowers, hearts, smiles. I could not explain why his presence felt comforting, but it did. "Laila, do you think things can get better?" he asked one evening as we walked slowly along the quiet streets. I looked down at him. "I want to believe they can, Sammy," I said, my voice breaking just slightly. We started spending afternoons together. I taught him to bake simple cookies. He taught me to see the small joys in life again. There were tender moments. He would hold my hand for no reason, and I would feel warmth I had not felt in years. He laughed at my clumsy attempts at drawing, and I laughed at his silly jokes. Slowly, I began to trust him. Slowly, I began to hope. But one evening, the hope shattered. I had prepared Sammy's favorite meal. He ran into the apartment, smiling, but then stopped suddenly. His face went pale. "Laila. I'm leaving," he said. I froze. "Leaving? Why?" "I have to go. My parents found me. They want me back," he whispered. I felt my chest tighten. My hands shook. My heart broke into pieces I could not gather. "No, don't go," I pleaded, tears spilling down my cheeks. "Please, stay. Just a little longer." He knelt and held my face. "I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you." And just like that, he was gone. The apartment felt empty again. The warmth vanished. The small drawings stopped appearing. My laughter became rare, replaced by a hollow ache I could not shake. I cried silently that night. I pressed my face into Amara's hair, trying not to wake her. My tears were not just for Sammy. They were for myself, for the years of loneliness, for the dreams that never came true, for the love that left me once more. Days turned into weeks. I forced myself to go to work, to cook, to smile at Amara, but inside, I felt broken. Every small joy reminded me of what I had lost. I questioned everything, my worth, my strength, my ability to love. One morning, I stood at the window, watching the children play in the street. A small girl tripped and fell. Her mother rushed to her, hugged her tightly, and whispered words I could not hear. But I felt the warmth from across the street. My heart ached and a strange sense of clarity settled over me. I realized that life does not always give closure or perfect endings. It gives moments, small, fleeting, beautiful moments, and it asks us to gather them even when our hearts are heavy. I wiped my tears. I held Amara close and whispered, "We will be okay. We will find our happiness, even if it is small, even if it is slow." I started walking to the park again, not for Sammy, but for myself and Amara. I began to notice the sunlight on the leaves, the gentle breeze, the laughter of children. I still missed him, still felt the ache in my chest, but I could breathe again. My heart was broken, yes, but it was also learning to beat slowly, carefully, and with hope. I am Laila. I am tired, yes. I am lonely, yes. But I am alive. My tears are silent, but they water the seeds of strength inside me. I have learned that love can leave, people can betray, and life can hurt, but the heart that cries can also heal. And in the quiet of the night, when Amara sleeps and the world outside is still, I hold her hand and smile softly, knowing that even in loss, there is a chance to find peace, to find small joys, to live again.